Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well, and I really hope that you all must be taking all precautions to protect yourself from this pandemic. So my lovely 6th class students, I really hope that you all must have seen my last video in which I have done text übersetzen, and we have also done Fragen und Antworten. So I hope that you all must have seen the video, and I hope that you all must have done the work in your German notebooks too. So if you have done your work till Fragen und Antworten, you need to submit your notebook at your school reception. Kindly do the same as soon as possible. Complete your work, be it your Lehrbuch, Arbeitsbuch or your German notebook. So without wasting further, let's begin with the video. And today I'm going to teach you something very important, that is definite articles and indefinite articles in German language. So as you all know that we have two kinds of article, though we have different type of articles, but the variation there are so many variations, but today I'm going to start with definite and indefinite articles. So if I'll talk about definite articles, we call them bestimmter article, and if I'll talk about indefinite article, we call them unbestimmter article. So definite articles are the one which will give you the exact information about something, right? Definite means it is something specific. It is giving you some information about something specific, right? Like if I am saying I have a pen, it is not giving any information which pen do I have, which color do I have, which brand do I have. It is just a basic sentence. I have a pen. Maybe that pen belongs to somebody else. So this sentence will be considered as indefinite article, right? And if I'll be talking about I have a blue Reynolds pen, in this I have two information about pen. The very first information was the color of a pen is blue, and the brand of a pen was the color of a pen is blue and the brand of a pen is Reynolds. So whenever I will have any information, be it any information, be it color, be it size, be it brand, it will be definite. And if I will not have any information, it will be indefinite, right? So point number one is information is important in the case of definite articles, and if I will not be having any information, it will be considered as indefinite article. Now you need to understand one more thing. In German language we have four articles. Der is for masculine. Der is for masculine. Second is die. Die is for feminine. Third is das. Das is for neutral. And fourth is die. Die is for plural. So I'm just giving you a quick recap of the same. Der is for masculine, die is for feminine, das is for neutral, and die again is for plural, right? Whenever I will have definite article, I will use der, die, das and die, and if I will have indefinite article, I will replace them by ein, einer, ein. That's it. Ein, einer, ein. If you remember, you have done the same in English also, where you people have the and a. The is used with the specific one and a is used with indefinite. Remember? So this is something we have same in German language. Now let us see your book. We have some example in your book, and with the help of your book and with the help of those example, you will understand that concept better. So please have a look in your book now. So now you can see unbestimmter article, and it is also given indefinite articles, right? In German there are two forms of indefinite articles, ein, einer. This is what I have explained. Ein and einer. Ein is used before a masculine singular noun. The unbestimmter article, and it is also given indefinite articles, right? In German there are two forms of indefinite articles, ein, einer. This is what I have explained. Ein and einer. Ein is used before a masculine singular noun, that is ein Freund, and ein neutral singular noun, that is ein Kind. You have to keep one thing in mind, that is ein can only be used with der and das. If the article of something is der and das, suppose if I am saying this is a boy, right? So my answer will be das ist ein Junge, because I am talking about a boy. Boy will be der Junge, or der क्या बन गया? Ein. Second is eine is used before a feminine singular noun, that is eine Lehrerin, which means we will use eine when we are talking about female. Eine, like if I am saying this, she is a teacher. She is, sie is a teacher. Sie ist eine Lehrerin. That's it. So you note down this. Ein can be used with der and das, and eine can be used with die. Now, bestimmter article, der comes before a masculine singular noun, which may be a thing or a person. Same thing with das and die. That you need to keep in mind, that der, das and die. Der we use only for masculine, be it a thing or a person. Then das we can only use with thing or a person, it will be neutral case, and die we will use only with feminine, it can be a person or a thing. Beta, in German language, kindly note down this point carefully. In German language, there is no separation on the basis of things or on the basis of person. In German language, if of a thing or a person, it will be considered as masculine. And if I am adding die in front of a thing or a person, it will be feminine. And if I am adding das, it will be neutral. Clear? Examples are also given. Der Kuli, der Mann. Kuli means pen. Man means men. Kuli is a pen. According to English language, ये हो गया neutral. But in German it is male. So keep this in mind. Bestimmter article and unbestimmter article. Or you can see on page number 22, you have a table. This is what you have to write in your German notebook. Fine. And you have to complete one more question also. You have to complete question number 1 in Erbeit's book. Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice day. And yes, stay home, stay safe.